Here's a new project. Now this is not going to be for myself. This is for my friend's son in Australia. He really likes Mitsubishi Colt Gallants, and I understand that they were known as Chrysler Colt Gallants. I think Chrysler had released these in Australia back in the 60s and 70s. So I got this model kit here. This is by a company called Doyusha. See, Doyusha. I ordered this off of Yahoo Japan Auctions, and I didn't realize that it was motorized. So this is actually a motorized kit. Now, the box seems kind of old. There's no way for me to know really when this model kit was made. The instructions, the paper seems slightly yellowed. I looked at the company's website and they no longer sell this model. So if I screw up, then I'm going to be out of luck, I believe. I don't think I'll be able to order any spare parts. So, I'll do my best. I learned a lot from mistakes I've made, so I feel pretty confident with this. So here's the car body, and let's take this out of the bag. So this is still brand new. There's no decals, which I found kind of surprising. There's no decals. Looks like I'm going to have to file some of this. This is kind of rough. There's a little bit of flash along the window here. You can see it's totally uneven. I'm going to have to file this down. It has some imperfections here. Right here. There's something, it's just the way it was molded, there's a little bubble. I'm going to have to file that down. Have to sand that down flat. The windshield wipers are molded onto the model, which is kind of weird. They are not separate parts. Now, instead of having a decal here, maybe if I can get close enough, it says Colt right here. I'm going to have to paint that somehow. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I imagine the best way to do that is to get some silver paint and just dry brush onto that, maybe. That's probably going to be the only way to do that, because it's so small. The same thing for the back here, where it says Gallant. Yeah, this is, it's got some more flash here. See this here? Cut this flash out of here. Go away, flash. Yuck. It's kind of uneven. This is going to take some work. We're going to have to really work with the plastic here. This is, yeah, this is definitely an older model. And it got some detail in here. So this is a 1969 GS2. I'm not sure what the difference of all of the different models are. But look at that big plug right here for that. That must be the license plate goes there. That is just a big nasty plug. There's one here too. I guess once the license plate goes on, it's not going to matter too much, but still, it's kind of awkward. You got some really rough flash here. Ugh. Guess I'm kind of getting used to modern day models. And there's some plastic discoloration here. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like the plastic's rotten somehow. I don't know. Weird. So it's got this raised bump going along here. Yuck. I'll have to clean that off. If it's like rotten somehow, I'm gonna have to clean that off before I paint it. That's just, I don't know why that's discolored like that. Does plastic rot? I have no idea. So I'm gonna have to be careful not to cut these things off, because these apparently, I don't know, they have some function in the back apparently. I'm looking at the box here and I don't really see what that's supposed to be. Okay, so moving along. Because this is motorized, now here's some other different cars here. These are 112 scale. Now this is a 124 scale, which is standard for car models. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not interested in this. Okay, so here we have some chrome parts. Hubcaps are chrome. The front and the back, these are all chrome. I'll have to paint these individually with the red, I think, like a clear red, to get the taillights. So let's open this up. This bag is kind of stapled together. Now, I'm sorry, not the windshield. Oh, we'll do that next. The license plate here, it says right there, Garan Hardtop in katakana. Now that's kind of a boring license plate. I could, now see, I'm not doing this for myself, so it depends on the guy this is for in Australia. But what I would suggest doing is, what I could do is file, just file this down flat and get rid of all of the lettering in here. And instead, I think it will look much cooler if I could put an actual license plate on here. Now I have this sticker here, this decal set. Now this is for 124 scale, which is standard for car models. Number plate. These are Japanese number plates. So, this has Shizuoka right here. This is the Shizuoka. So what you could do is make a Shizuoka license plate, and what you do is you take one of these and then you cut up these individual thingies here. What you do is you rub it with a chopstick onto the license plate here and create your own Japanese style license plate. That would look pretty awesome, I think. It'll look a lot better than this generic whatever thing. So what I would do is paint this white, and then see, this should fit on there just fine. See, it's the same scale. So I would make a decal for the license plate and put it on the front and back of the car. That would be pretty awesome. Now here are the rear view mirrors, which actually go onto the hood of the car instead of like right here next to your window. That's, I don't know how they did that back then. I've never driven, I mean, I used to drive an old 1969 Cutlass Supreme, and it had the rear view mirrors here, but apparently back in, in Japan they used to put the mirrors here for some reason. I don't know how they could, they'd have to get out of the car and adjust the mirror and get back in the car and look. I don't know. I don't know if they had ones that you can control from the inside or not. Yeah, so here's another. I'm going to really have to work on sanding this down. This has a lot of imperfections in the plastic. Okay, yeah, so here's a rearview mirror and such. Okay. So, apparently I'll have to paint some of this black inside here. Looking at the example. So, this is the car body, the underside, the frame. Because I'm going to be putting batteries and stuff into here, I don't see there's a point in really painting this. I mean, I could, but because you're going to have to open this up, and it's kind of more like a toy in that regard. I don't know. It's not really detailed below here at all anyways. I kind of don't see the point in painting this. Again, it'll just be the decision for who this is going to. It's no real runners. It's just this. The parts are just kind of stuck together here. I'll have to trim this off. I don't know what this goes to. It goes to something. I have no idea. So yeah, very little detail, and you're not going for realism here at all. This is just going to be just looked at from the top down. What else is in here? We got some standard rubber tires, that's okay. Goodyear tires, Rally GT, and the insides here. So, because it has the battery compartment, inside of the car is not going to be really realistically detailed. You're not going to have like the actual seats. The seats look fairly shallow. So this is all that it goes down to. It's not really realistic looking. You got like the backs of the seats here. So I understand this is going to be painted tan color for the seats, and steering wheel is, I'm going to have to cut the flash off of this steering wheel here. Now for the body of the car, it's going to be TS34 Camel Yellow, which is kind of like a darker yellow. In comparison, this is TS16 Yellow. You can see the difference in color here. This is a bit darker yellow. And this is the closest I can find to what the desired color is going to be here. So that's it. Here's the windshield. Pretty easy. It's just all one piece. Apparently, the windows are going to be open, so you're going to have to prevent dust from getting inside there. It looks like this is the back grille, or not the grille, but what do we call it? It says GS here. Here's some more detailing. I'm not sure where these parts go to, but then you have these doohickeys, whatever these are. Here's the dash. The dash is very rough. You feel that. This is actually kind of the same as here. So, I believe the dash is going to be also tan, I believe. I'll have to consult with my friend about this. Have it in an email. The last part in here is the motor. Now this has a 140 yen. It has a little price tag on it. The motor was sold separately or something? I don't know. I've never built a model with a motor in it. I don't really see what the point is, but there we go. It's got the little electrical wiring and crap in here. So, engine makes car go. That's the extent of my car engine knowledge. I mean, I could maybe replace spark plugs or something like that if they're not too deep into the engine. But I'm not really handy with cars. I just know how to fix the car models. So that's it. Not a whole lot of parts. Mainly because it goes for the motorized instead of the actual, you know, detailed replica. But it should look kind of cool, I suppose. So there's not really much that cut off of the runner. There's only one real runner here, which is this. And just start priming it and painting it. So, who this model is for, I just have a question, and just want to show you. So, this is what a Japanese license plate looks like. This is Gunma. Gunma City, I imagine, in Gunma Prefecture. So it usually has like the city, and then a number here, and then hiragana. This one is new, and then 4 numbers. That's usually how it goes. So with the decal, I can do Shizuoka. Shizuoka is the city that's close to where I live, where your father lived, and this is basically Shizuoka is the plastic model capital of the world. And there are other ones, of course. I guess there's no Tokyo or anything like that, but I would recommend the Shizuoka one. That'd be pretty awesome, I think. So, and Shizuoka is actually the city where this model company Doyusha is located. So, let me know.